Yay! There we go. Happy Goddess Temple Sunday, everyone. Ooh, I see Human Bookstore in the room. Welcome, 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 everyone to Goddess Temple Sunday. Let me tell y'all a quick story about Human Bookstore. You know, I like to brag on my tribe and my family. Way back in 2008 or 2009, when my very first book came out, Dare, my debut novel. My debut novel came out, published by Simon & Schuster. Human Bookstore, and the amazing sister who owns it scooped me up and gave me a reading that then led to readings at Barnes & Noble, readings at Walmart, a Walmart mini tour, a United States mini tour, and all kinds of things because Human Bookstore in Harlem believed in me and gave support to new authors. So thank you, Human Bookstore. They are now an online enterprise, I believe. So check them out, Human Bookstore. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Goddess Temple Sunday. Come into the room, come into the room, come into the room. I see y'all. Come forward. Hit the share button. Put some positivity on your timeline because you do not want to miss today. We are talking about what to do if you are still blocking yourself. Come into the room. Come on. I see y'all. We are here at July 2nd. Which is July 1st is boom, the midpoint of the year. It is also my good friend, Goddess Patronila's birthday. So on her birthday, every year we know, happy birthday, Goddess. We know that it is time to check in with yourself, check in on your intentions, all those great intentions that you had back in January at the beginning of the year, and see how you're doing. So what's up? How y'all doing? Hello, Goddess Belinda. Hello, Goddess Tanika. Hello, Goddess Wasteland Beads. Yes. Hello, Goddess Nikki Denise. Hello, Goddess Rashunda. Hello, Goddess Tanisha. Hello, Goddess Marianne. Come on. Let me know in the comments how you are doing with your mid-year check-in. Say up if you like the way that things are going. Say down if you could stand to do things a little bit differently. All right, up. How's the mid-year check-in? How are you compared to your intentions that you set in January when I said this is our level up year? A lot of y'all raised your hand and said this is my level up year too. So how are you, up or down? Goddess My World says continually blessed. Yes, I am loving that. Yay. Goddess Rashunda says up. Goddess Tanisha says up. And I know Goddess Tanisha is definitely up because she is one of my 6-figure spiritpreneur priestesses, and the stuff that she has coming, oh my goodness, the women in this program are phenomenal. Yes. Somebody says my word for 2023 is commitment, and I have been committed to myself. Oh, I love that. Yes, the goddesses are thriving. Wasteland Beat says up. Yes, up. Yes. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so proud of y'all. Yes, up. And no shade, no anything, no shame to anyone who is not feeling up. That is okay too. Goddess Tanika Marie says, hello, goddesses. Up. Yes. Goddess Michelle says, moving on up. Yes, Goddess Michelle. Oh my gosh. Let me tell y'all. So recently I went away twice in a row, and a couple weeks in a row to go speak at I Can Do It, and then go to my Belize Goddess retreat, the Priestess of Power retreat. And on one of those occasions when I was away, thank goodness I have an amazing supportive family who's able to take care of my baby when I was out of town. Hello, Ruby. Hi, Goddess Ruby. Mommy loves you. Hi, baby. Hi. So while I was away, they showed her the Jeffersons. And I already knew that this little girl had been here before, but they made the cutest video of my daughter watching the Jeffersons and laughing like it was the funniest thing she had seen in her entire life. She was getting her entire life watching George Jefferson and Wheezy. Goddess Tanisha says, nothing can stop me. I'm all the way up. Yes, Grand Rising Goddess Patricia. Absolutely. Yes, that is beautiful, because what we are talking about today, hello, Goddess Candy. Hello, the Heartcracker. Yes, hello, Goddess Jelani. Yes, what we are talking about today, Goddess Nelly, is what to do when you're still blocking yourself so that you remain an open channel for the things that you are calling forward. And this is especially important as we see what is happening on the news. We see what is happening in the world. They are trying to dismantle all of the gains that our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents fought for. They're trying to dismantle those things. And we cannot allow that to happen. We absolutely cannot allow that to happen. So whichever is your way to make shift happen in the world, you know, for some people it is going out on the front lines and protesting. For some people it is running for office. For some people it is voting. For some people it is your writing or your videos or whatever you're doing. For some people it is you're able to sit on your meditation pillow and move energy and shift some things. Whatever it is imperative that you do that now. Type into the comments now. The time is now. And this is urgent. It is an urgent call for us as a light worker community. It is an urgent call for us as a circle of empaths. It is urgent. Type into the comments, yes, now. Now, absolutely now, right now. And I am not in favor of folks making it through the door and then coming back and closing the door so that others cannot make it forward. And it seems that that is what is happening, but we are not allowing it. Type into the comments, not on my watch. If you are not allowing it on your watch, not on my watch, not on my watch. We are not allowing it, because our sacred covenant, our job is to make sure that we leave the world better, more expanded, more open, with more possibilities, not less chances, not less opportunities, not less possibilities, but more. So not on my watch. Yes, not on my watch, not on my watch. And one of the biggest ways, hello, Goddess Jamila, one of the biggest ways that we hold ourselves back from our expansion is all of us, like you bright, shiny, beautiful human beings, are the ones that are judging yourself, thinking yourself small, holding back on your magic and your graciousness and your gracefulness and all of that. And meanwhile, the a-holes of the world, excuse me, mommy, my bad, are the ones who they feel great. They feel good about their mission. They feel good about moving forward. They feel good about making what they desire happen, while we are sitting around questioning ourselves and wondering. No, wonder no more. The time is now. What time is it? Like I always say, what time is it? Now. It's always now. And it is imperative upon us to make shift happen. Goddess Cynthia says, I've been feeling that way for a while. Yes, now is the time, not on my watch. We have had two members of our community at least run for office. If that is something that you are feeling called to do, do it. Do it. I know that there's a specific organizations named something like When She Runs or something like that, that is focused on helping women, supporting women who run for office. Do it. Let's see, Goddess Malahi. Beautiful. Malahi Wellness says, it's that fear of inadequacy for me, even though I know I got this. Okay, we're going to work on that today. Thank you for sharing that, Goddess. Thank you. Because sometimes we don't got this. And that is okay too. A good part of self-care is being able to say, I don't got this. I know there have been many times on my journey where I didn't have it. I didn't have it, and that's okay. And if you are in one of those stations in life, one of those moments, take your time to take care of you. Someone says, Eleanor's legacy, thank you, also supports women wanting to run in NYC. All right, so my New Yorkers, Eleanor's legacy, please check that out. Please check that out. Because again, those who would mean us not well, they're out there, they're thriving, they're doing the damn thing. And I don't wish anybody to not thrive, but I need for us to rise and shine. Type into the comments, rise and shine. Rise and shine. And in the ways that we are called to rise and shine. That's why I was talking about Goddess Tanisha and all of the goddesses, oh my gosh, who came to the Priestess of Power retreat. I am feeling confident and excited about the future, mostly because I am interacting with these amazing women who I know are doing things to clean up their corner of the world, whatever that looks like for you, whether it is working with moms or running for office, or for some people it might mean volunteering for the PTA. Whatever you can do, do it. Whatever you can do, do it. I checked in, like I said, with my own intentions to see how I was doing so far for this year, my own mid-year check-in. So some things I'm up, some things I could stand to be better at, but that is our journey. And so we need to stop judging ourselves against, where we would be. Judging yourself, period, is not healthy and not in alignment with who you are and who you need to be. I'm laughing because I want to share with you this story. I'm sitting in my new home, first video broadcast from my new home. There are boxes. I think y'all are looking at some dishes in the background. I'm just sitting in the middle of everything, exactly where the movers plopped it down. Nothing is unpacked because nothing is finished painting. And this is where they plop down the sofa. This is where I'm sitting on it. Y'all looking in the background, like I said, like dishes, a lamp, some plants, a whole bunch of stuff is all in the background. I am so excited. So excited. Thank you, Goddess Tanisha. Thank you, Goddess Cynthia, for my 4 stories in NYC. My 4 stories in NYC. I know for y'all in other states, this is not a big deal, but my New Yorkers get how big a deal this is. Thank you, goddesses. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And so this is a part of my expansion. I was like, okay, my baby needs a backyard. My baby needs a place to play. My baby needs these things. So I'm called upon to expand. So I checked in with this painting company, tried to hire painters. I was like, okay, I need some painters. I gotta, get it together. Yes, Goddess Rosemary, it's a big deal, and so I hired these painters, y'all. Oh no, I got some quotes from these painters. Okay. The painters told me that it was going to be $13,000 for them to paint my house. Okay. Not all 4 stories, just the main 2 stories, and the other 2 we'll worry about later. They said $13,000. Now I'm texting them back like, okay, it's a misprint. It's a typo. There's an extra digits in there or something like that. So I'm like, okay, you texted me I think there's a typo. Because as y'all know, as anybody who knows who, has interacted with me, I love to pay people their fullness, their worth. I love keeping the exchange of money and prosperity going, but he quoted me $13,000 to paint 2 stories of my home that I'm not renting out, I'm living in. It's not an apartment building, it's a personal home. Thank you. Yay. They say it's a big deal. Congratulations. Goddess Tanisha says it's for Rich Ruby. Goddess Julia says be blessed in your new home. Thank you. Goddess Michelle says yay. Thank you, Goddess Michelle. So I texted him back. I said, I think there's a typo. He said, no, there's not. It's $13,000. I was like, okay, that's great. You know, you do you, but right now you're not the service for me, you know? So then I went to Taskrabbit, which was maybe more in alignment. So I contacted Taskrabbit. I found some painters off Taskrabbit. They came in and I picked out all of this paint. They told me get Benjamin Moore. I went to Benjamin Moore, found one, went and got the paint. Different shades of whites and cream, so that when you walk from space to space, you're shifted. Like out in that area where it's going to be my office is like a pink, light, pinky white, and you know, just whatever. Picked out all the paint and everything. Then, you know, the night when they finished they were supposed to come for 3 days. Night when they finished the first day, you know, I looked at the walls at night, but I was still kind of like, I don't know, like overwhelmed a bit. So I was like, okay, I'm not sure, like it looks like how it's supposed to look, but I'm thinking it is. I don't know. The ceilings look good. I was like, all right, cool. They're going to fix it the next couple days. So the next day when I came in and looked at the walls in the daylight, they looked a hot mess. Like the paint was all blotchy and the paint was not giving. It was not giving, okay? So I contacted I went to go look to contact them in the TaskRabbit app, and it doesn't allow you to contact folks after you've already exchanged with them, because now we were going to go off the grid and do our own thing. No offense, TaskRabbit, but we had the first day of TaskRabbit, and then they told me, you know, contact them. They would contact me for the next 2 days. So I had to contact TaskRabbit to let them know that the paint was not working out. Now, I don't like to dime people out. I don't like to call the man on folks, but I had no other way to contact them. I was like, look, the paint is not giving. Here's a video. It's not working. So when I finally got in touch with the painters again and apologized to them, because I was like, look, you know, I wouldn't have called the man on you, but y'all didn't have a way for me to contact you. I found out, y'all, that it wasn't the paint I was looking at. I was looking at the primer. It was the primer. It was what the paint is going to go on top of. So yes, I have issues with being here for 10 and a half hours and only putting up primer, but it was me judging the primer and thinking it was the paint, which is what we do so often in our lives. The primer, type into the comments, primer, the foundation, what we are laying down in our lives, the foundation that we're going to build our lives on is what we look at and we judge ourselves. And we say, oh my God, my life is a hot mess. Oh my God, why am I not Oprah? Oh my God, why am I not whoever? It's the primer. Right now, you may be in the primer phase of your life. And so to other people, they might be looking at it and saying, oh, this is crazy. What is she doing? Why is she doing that? She's lost. She's confused. She doesn't have it together. No, this is the foundation that you are building. The paint is your vision. You have your vision. You know how it's going to look. Do not get stuck in the primer phase and then not move forward in your grand plan, your grand design, your grand magic, your grand mission, your grand mojo, because you're stuck in the primer. Okay, Goddess Lisa, yes, the primer, it's the primer. So me looking at the primer and taking the video and having to call a man on these folks and be like, look, you know, they were perfectly lovely, you know, and I complained in the way that a former people pleaser does. I was like, look, they were very lovely. They were very nice, but my house is a hot mess. They didn't even put the outlets back on the thing when they took them off because they're coming back because they did primer, but I didn't realize that. I didn't think about that at the moment. It's the primer. So it could be in your relationships that you're in. You could could be in a relationship with someone and it could be going through like a rocky moment, but remember that this is the primer. This is not the moment when you are, 50 years in and you're looking back or whatever it is. It's the primer. It could be in your financial situation where you're like, oh my gosh, I'm not there yet. The operative word is yet. It is the primer. And yes, Goddess Cynthia says sometimes we have to reprime. Yes, sometimes we have to reprime. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Yes. Sometimes we have to reprime. It's the primer. And so don't get stuck in that phase, especially if it is in your business. For my spiritpreneurs, you have to reprime a lot. And sometimes it feels like we're going in a little cycle but it's just the primer. It's just the primer. Like I say all the time, looking at my little baby, I didn't look when she was stumbling and couldn't walk yet and be like, oh, well, she's just not going to walk. No. We kept on working on it and she got it. She's working on her words now. She's learning how to talk. And then she's going to, pre-potty train. It's the primer moment. The primer, going back to the foundation. Yes, Goddess Julia, well said. She said it's like going back to basic steps and exercises in dance. And for those of you who are creative people, there is that moment in everything that you create. I was in it the other day with my next book that I'm writing. The deadline is August 1st. I'm going to ask for an extension till September 1st, but the deadline is August 1st. So if my editor's watching, hi, you didn't hear this yet. I didn't ask yet, but it's the primer. And you're in that moment where you look at your notes and the things that you've written and you're like, oh my gosh, how is this going to come together? And it does. It does. But don't get stuck in the primer. Don't get stuck in the primer, and then we miss out on seeing the finished version. So when they come back in and they now paint, my shades of lovely, the white with the pink undertones and the more cream and the more grage and the more beige and the whatever, and all the way through, so that you have that experience of walking through my home, my 4 stories, as I'm walking through my home, instead of just being wondering about the primer, because I was really upset. I'm like, oh my gosh, because I paid them also some very good money. It wasn't the $13,000 man. Good for you. That's great that you do that. Rock out. I'm just not your client, but you do you. But I paid these people with exuberance and joy, which is how we're supposed to pay people. Pay people from the heart. Yes, with joy, keep the flow of abundance going. And so, but I got caught up in the primer. Yay, I love that. The Looking Glass says we will get to just the right shade at the right time. Absolutely. But so often we stop there. So even just looking back at the places where I have temporarily fallen short, not it because I'm not caught up in the primer, still laying the primer, temporarily falling short. There are things where it's like, okay, yay, all right, I'm winning, feeling good about, the retreat was amazing, incredible human beings that I am manifesting toward me. The 6-figure spiritpreneur priestesses are incredible. Even though only half, I wanted to start with a 33-person small capsule group, and about half of that shows up to the lives. So I'm going to open the doors again temporarily to get some more energy in. But the people who are in there are incredible human beings. The book that I'm writing, love it. Okay. Falling short on the free Facebook group that I reopened just because I don't have the energy right now to give it what I'm wanting to give it. I thought that I was going to be doing an exclusive live there once a week. Not happening yet. Thought that, I haven't been able to spend time with my friends. That's going to happen, but hasn't happened yet. There are places where I am not there yet. Type into the comments, yet. Allow yourself the energy of yet. Just not there yet. And it's okay. As we were given breath, oh my goodness, we didn't do gratitude today. All right, we're going to go into gratitude in a second. But yes, as we were given breath, whenever we wake up, we still have the opportunity, yes, to do better, to do differently, to shift, to be in alignment. Goddess Julia says, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. And she is quoting Prince, from the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Ooh, what's the source of that Prince quote? I don't know that Prince quote, Goddess Julia, but I love it. Hello, Goddess Adalis. Yes, another one of my 6-figure spiritpreneur priestesses. Yet, Goddess Rashenda says, yet I'm learning to extend myself grace. And when I feel like I don't hit those marks, yes, absolutely. Because if I look at this whole list of things, for example, my planner, goddess planner, that was finished in I did it with my sister, and it was finished in time for January 1st, and I have not put it out yet because I haven't had a chance to pray on it, marinate with it, everything that I'm wanting to do. And before, that would have sent me into some kind of shame spiral. I'd have been like, oh my gosh, I can't do that. But it's okay. I haven't done it yet. I will yet. All things, there's also the law of divine timing. There's the law of allowing. There are all kinds of spiritual laws that we are working with. Okay, Goddess Resilience says, I'm getting ready to get ready. Okay, Goddess Resilience. So now we're talking about something different. So the energy of getting ready to get ready, okay, is not always the most aligned energy, because that is the energy of fear. Okay, so we want to get to the primer energy. You're still looking at the walls going, I don't know, should we get Benjamin Moore? Should we get Bear? Should we get, I don't know, should we go pink? Should we go white? Nothing wrong with that. You just don't want to stay there. You just don't want to stay there, okay? We want to get the primer at least on the walls, which can just be, it can be your intention. Start with an intention. Let's just type an intention, which is actually right now what the moon is commanding us to do. What is your intention? Type into the comments. Let's just set a new intention for the rest of the year. We're at the midway point. It's Goddess Patronila's birthday weekend. What is your intention, your sacred intention for the rest of this year? Yes, the goddesses are typing in the word intention. Intention. What's your sacred intention? What's your sacred intention for the rest of this year? Yes, intentions. Intentions are powerful. Intentions are motivators. As we're stepping into, well, I know Cancerians, we got your season first, but as we're moving toward Leo season, as we are moving toward Leo season, we're moving toward the fire energy. Cancerians, I see you. I feel you. We got you. But as we are moving toward Leo season, yes, that's beautiful alignment. She says, my intention is to allow more play and fun. Yes, Team Leo, says Goddess Rashenda. Yes. As we are moving toward that energy. So let's get into some gratitude, because we just jumped in and started talking, and we are here in the new space. And we got to just bring in the energy of just gratitude and grace. Goddess Rosemary says, I intend to finish writing my cookbooks and produce my app. And yes, she will, because she is one of the 6-figures plus spiritpreneur priestesses, 6-figure plus spiritpreneur priestesses. And as I said, the doors will open temporarily for this week. After this week, it's going to be by application only, which is perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with that. If you're watching this in the future, just apply. It's okay. Just apply, and you'll have an interview and find out if it's in alignment and all of that. But this week we'll do just a little opening to allow you to come and play with us. My intention is to take action. That is beautiful. My intention is to get to know, develop, and learn to follow my intuition. Wonderful. Yes. I intend to balance between my relationship with the divine, school, work, children, home, social life, and self. Beautiful intention. My sacred intention for the rest of the year is to build healthy, loving, supportive, joyful, fun, creative relationships. I love that intention. The power of intention. Okay, goddesses, don't go anywhere just yet. Let's just tune in and just feel each other's wonderful energy. Oh my gosh, yay. I wish I could invite y'all all over for a barbecue. We'll just have to broadcast live. We do a barbecue. All right, so let's just all just come together. Just come present in your beautiful body. Come present in this beautiful moment. The moment is now. And just breathe. Oh, breathe. To gather together like this is nice. Calling all parts of ourselves back home to ourselves now. Calling all parts of ourselves back home to ourselves now. And just lean in energetically to the sisters to the left of us. Maybe they are in Belize, where we had the Priestess of Power retreat. Hello, sisters. And just lean energetically and connect with the sisters to the right of us in this sacred circle as we stretch around this globe. Maybe they are in DC. Hello, my DC sisters. And let's just bring it all together. Oh, I feel your energy and it feels so good. Yes, we're making shift happen. Not on our watch will things fall. And we bring it together with Mother, Father, God. Thank you so very much for waking us up this morning. We know and we are so grateful for remembering that if you woke us up today, if we opened our eyes today, that our mission is not yet complete. We are so very grateful for our health, for our wealth, for love, for happiness, joy, play, relaxation, alignment, abundance, prosperity, the abundance to have these devices that we're connecting with. We're so very grateful. We bless the land. We pray for the land. Thank you to the indigenous people for the land that we are standing on. Thank you so much to the enslaved people who sacrificed and built up the land that we are standing on. Thank you so much to all who have come together to make the world a better place for us. Thank you to our ancestors who sacrificed on our behalf. You have not lived in vain. You have not walked in vain. We are so very grateful for you. And thank you to each other. Thank you for showing up. As we show up for ourselves, we show up for our sisters, we show up for our brothers, we show up for our fellow human beings. And we get clear on our sacred intentions, the power of intention. Please remind us at any point in time where you would have us go, what you would have us do, what you would have us say, and to whom. For this, we are so very grateful. And in your name, we say, Amen, Ashe, and so it is. And so it is, and so it is, and so it is, and so it is. Amen, Ashe, and so it is, goddesses. Yes, yes. Hello, my Belize goddesses, Goddess Michelle, I see you. Yes, amen, Ashe, and so it is. May today be the greatest day of your life when you remember that you are not judging your life by the primer, that you know that no matter what you are doing, no matter what stage you are in, if your eyes are open today, that you are still just getting started. Type into the comments, I am just getting started. Just getting started. We are just getting started. I believe in you. I love you like cooked food, and I cannot wait to see the magic that you make in the days going forward. Yes, goddesses, you are just getting started. Do it. Just getting started, goddesses. Just getting started. Salbona, just getting started. I see you.